Hey everyone, I was reminded of something that happened a few years ago when I was driving my son to school and I saw this dead possum on the side of the road. And I remember seeing an animal rescue show that said, hey, if you ever see a dead possum that's been hit by a car, it's a marsupial. The possum may be dead, but it might have babies that are inside that are in the pocket still alive. So I was going to go back and check the pocket, and my son says, Mom, I don't want to be part of this. And drop me off at school, and you can come back and do what you got to do. So I dropped him off, and I went home and I got the yellow rubber gloves and a box, and I drove back to where the dead possum was, and was wanting to get out, but then the car would go by, and I was just so embarrassed that this crazy lady's gonna check the possum pouch. And so I finally pulled over and I got my gloves on and I went over to this possum and I grabbed it by the tail and I lifted it up, and there were two giant furry testicles. There wasn't even a female possum. So it was a little bit of a surprise. But I tell that story because what do we do when we're surprised or life takes an unexpected turn? When unexpected things happen, most unexpected things aren't going to be as comical or as disgusting as that. But, there's a need in our life to be flexible. And I love going to the gym, and, there's lots of people there that lift weights and get strong, but they don't stretch. And they're going to be prone to injuries if you do not stretch. And we are meant to be flexible in our faith and flexible in our walk. And, just thinking in terms of basketball, you have to be able to pivot. You keep your feet planted, but, and the one foot stays in the one place. It's grounded in truth, grounded in God, but your other foot has to be able to pivot to where the Lord is leading you. And so we need to be willing to be flexible. And I'm thinking of a couple verses. One says, I forgot the verses, and that's so funny. It says, the mind of a man, here we go. Oh my gosh. The mind of a man plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. And, we are going to plan our way, but the Lord directs his steps. And there's also another verse that I love, and it says, since the steps of man are ordained by the Lord, how then can man understand his own way? You see, because there's a mystery in how the Lord leads our life and how he's causing us to move and to pivot. And so we have to be flexible, we have to be humble, we have to be surrendered, and willing to be still when he tells us to be still and to go when he tells us to go. So I hope you all have a great day.